Hi, Kamalika. How are you doing? Welcome back, everybody. Happy to have a great new episode for you. Happy Puja, Kamalika, and I hope you had a chance to celebrate India's victory last night.
Oh, yes, Pranav. In fact, I don't know how it was in Dubai for you, but here in Bangalore, like for the first time, I saw no traffic on the road because everyone is inside celebrating or watching the match. And you could hear collective celebrations across the street. So, yes, it was definitely good fun. I mean,
Amazing,
that's
amazing.
not the only thing in the sporting world, right? I think this the India Park match was probably just like building up to the crescendo of it types.
Oh, totally. We've had like a insane Asia Games. It's been our largest ever medal haul with 107 medals, which is super because if you think about it, our previous highest was only 70 medals in Jakarta in 2018. So
Yeah.
we've really sort of taken it up a notch and given it that full flair. And I think it's just the stepping stone to sort of taking us to the next big stage,
Correct.
which is global
And I
stage.
think
And
we've had such amazing upsets in this entire Asia Games. And some of those matches that were there, I mean, being a woman, some of those matches that was there, especially on the table tennis side, that was like, at least the commentary that I've seen, that was crazy, right? Like,
oh, totally means it was they were so outmatched coming into that game,
huh?
and that to a pre-semi-final. So it was sort of a quarter-final match. And I was reading the comments from the players, and their coach just told them to like go out there, just be yourself and have fun. And they literally beat the number two or the top team, the top women's
Huh.
China, and actually got us a medal in the women's TT doubles. So I
And I
think
think TT has always been like China's stronghold. Like we've seen, at least on TikTok and on Instagram and all of those, we keep seeing these table tennis matches where Chinese players are just like batting it out of the park of sorts. But here we walked away with like it was like a cakewalk for us. So yeah,
yeah, it was amazing. And I was actually talking to one of my friends who owns a table tennis team in the India Table Tennis League. And he was telling me how much of a science it is because there are thousands of combinations. And
okay,
because the racket or the paddle has two surfaces,
yep,
both
yep,
surfaces are different for each player. So in a doubles match, he was telling me about how there are four surfaces on each side, and that gives
yeah.
you unlimited number of permutation combinations
Oh
on
yeah, very interesting.
so the science behind it is amazing. But
I know. I think we're just building up to the next big sporting event over there. So
yes, the Olympics, right? I think the Olympics are the holy grail. They've always been the dream for anybody who's playing a sport. india is likely to get uh India is likely to host, right? So what are we
I
hearing on that?
know. I know. So like in the 141st meeting, which was held in Mumbai this week, uh, so one we did get to showcase our country, and we've been doing this throughout the year. By the way, we started with G20 and all of those, so we've been doing this throughout the year. But just last night, I think it's just been like not even 12, 13 hours ago that PM Modi announced that yes, we will be entering the bid to host
That's
the
great.
2036 Olympics in the country. I think that is super exciting.
Oh my god, so you know that uh, cricket is coming to the LA Olympics in 2028, right? So
Yeah.
T20 is probably coming in there. And I think if we get to host the 2036 Olympics, it's going to be a next level because for India, we've got very limited sports infra, right? We clearly
Huh.
lack in that space. And because of so many other priorities, it always gets, pushed down the line. But an event like the Olympics with a fixed timeline,
Hmm.
say a decade out, would give us both at local and national level a very good finish line to sort of build towards and create that infrastructure. A lot of the
Very.
advanced countries in the world are now deciding to not do Olympics because they think it's a strain on their resources. But I think
Oh.
with the growth trajectory that we have as a nation, and other than Delhi with the Asian Games infrastructure, which we already have, I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity if we can pull this off to create
Hmm.
uh, decadal, nurturing, like opportunities for the whole sporting arena, the whole sporting business, the whole sporting ambitions and dreams of all of us young Indians.
So true. I mean, I know of so many, and we've seen this in movies also, right? Where amazingly talented sports person, they're forced to drop out simply because their parents feel that, there's no avenue for you to make money over there. You can't make a career over there and all of that. But with this, I think you're definitely right. We're on the track to kind of become like one of those professionally managed countries where we have like professionals managing talent, scouting for talent, and all of that.
Absolutely. I think the combination of the private leagues in sports, like, of course, cricket's the number one, but football, kabaddi, table
Hmm.
tennis, and so many other sports, we're going to see a great opportunity here. And the 2036 Olympics could actually just align all of this into a truly remarkable on ground infrastructure build as well. But talking about nurturing, did you hear about the new fund that Nikhil Kamath announced with the
Oh
same name
yes.
podcast,
Oh,
which we really love?
that was like really fun, right? Nikhil Kamath, he's doing all of these bunch of very cool stuff nowadays. Like he started a podcast that was called WTF. If you know, you know. Uh, and then he's bringing these really cool people into the podcast, and just organically, as you know, as part of the conversation, they came up with a fund to, like, all of them. So there were four of them in that show. There was, of course, Nikhil Kamath, that beloved, in the brokerage guy. Then there was Raj Shamani, who I think everyone on YouTube knows in India. Kishore Biani, who's, I think I personally look up to him for what he's done to the Indian retail space,
Absolutely.
and Anand Narayan from Mensa Brands. So, like, and just organically, the conversation just kind of revolved around, okay, let's all put in like 20 lakhs, 10 lakhs first, and just nurture, 18 to 22 something year old who otherwise would have to probably had go back to the corporate world, kind of shelf their ideas of whatever startups they had. So I think it was like a really, it just talks about, and because it's coming from Nikhil Kamath, who started working at the age of 19, and he needed someone to kind of take that bet on him, and his brother basically took that bet on him, and they built out the entire investment platform and stuff like that. I think it's beautiful. I think it's going to put India, at least it's going to give a lot of these youngsters a pedestal, or something to look up to, something to aspire to.
100%. I think it's got a very Peter Thiel fellowship feel to it, which
Yeah.
we know Ritesh Agarwal and so many other, the OYO founder, have been through. And I think the combination is super unique, right? Like you're looking at Kishore Biani ji on one side, who's an OG entrepreneur, not a startup guy, definitely, but sort of brought modern retail to India, right, with pantaloons and the entire journey. And Raj Shamani, who's of course a YouTuber, influencer, content creator, and has the ear of the youth, right? I think
Hmm.
uh, as a podcaster ourselves, we both look up to something that, where we can be of meaningful influence to people around us and add
True.
value to their day-to-day lives. So I think what he does is something I truly respect. And of
True.
course, Nikhil Kamath and Anand Narayan both have done amazingly well at their at respective Zerodha. So it's a great all-round group of people. The dollar amount is about $50,000, which is 40 lakh rupees per fellow per grant or scholarship. And I think the sub 22 puts it at, like, just your undergrad, right? So you're looking at
Hmm.
talent that is not yet graduated,
Yeah.
and to me, that is a very sweet spot, because like you rightly said, if I can get funded to not have to work, I'm almost certain that anybody that WTF backs will be able to raise capital from angels and VCs
Yep.
instantly once they have the business
Absolutely.
plan and prototypes in place. So super excited about this. I think it's been a great episode. Uh, Love the fact that we are doing what we're doing with sports, youth, nurturing, long term thinking means amazing, right? Perfect week.
I know it's literally India's decade to shine now.
True, true, true. Can't wait, right? I don't think you and I both at least know that this is so exciting for us, because we've seen this, right? We've seen this over the last decade, and then this coming 10 years is sort of where we play it out, right? Where we build on that dream and say, let me go hit the ground and do this.
Yeah, absolutely. But with that said, and with the upcoming holiday season, I would love to wish for all of our subscribers to, if you've liked this, do give it a thumbs up. Do, kind of let others know about this, and let us also know what you think about India's upcoming decade and what really excites you about, the coming future of India. But yes, we'll definitely love to see you around next week. So don't forget to hit the subscribe as well.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.